When the world around us is going crazy, the best place to be at is your own home among family and friends. We decided to stay home and invite Iro and Ron to spend the New Year's weekend with us. And what a weekend it was! After a happy New Year's celebrations with lobsters and champagne, we woke up to a lazy morning next day. Ron made his world famous mimosas and offered to teach me how to cook Southern style eggs, bacon, and grits breakfast. Iro showed me how to cook delicious Greek style fried eggs. We had the breakfast in our sunlit courtyard and cut the Greek New Year's bread Vasilopita. I tasted the southern grits for the first time in my life, and it reminded me of a similar delicious dish we cook in India called Upma. I will share with you all recipe for Upma in a separate video. Good morning everyone. Happy New Year in Remediaki's household today. We're very happy to have my dear friend Iro and my dear friend Ron, both Smiths, spent the new year with us today. We're really happy, and what's more interesting is Ron and Iro are going to cook breakfast for us. And Ron, what do you have in store? I see some mimosas being planned, some coffee.
Sure.
Talk to me about what we are planning.
Yeah. Well, this is New Year's Day. We're going to start it off properly.
Yes.
With the right time. This is a little bit late. It's New Year's Day, so we eased into today. So we'll start with mimosas. Mm-hmm. Then, in the true Southern style that I grew up in, as my mother used to always make for us, we're going to do bacon, eggs, and grits. Will be our brunch menu.
I promise you guys, this is gonna be a great new year. This is gonna be the best year ever. Things are changing. We are happy today. We are happy to be here. We're happy to be partake of these people's lives and us and them in us, and we're gonna be all right. And some of us still need their coffee,
You got up pretty late,
When you sleep at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, what do you expect? But others will go with the mimosas.
Well,
cheers.
We'll make all 4, and if somebody shows up, they'll have a glass.
Can't wait to have mine shot first.
Yeah. And we know how to open wine and champagne in this family. Okay. We've come a long way, baby.
So as my son-in-law says, Hugo, in France, the New Year's evening, the New Year's celebration, the most common hospitalization is from corks to the eye.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
So we'll do it.
Well, you better have an expert open up the champagne for you.
We'll do the traditional way of. There you go.
All right.
Hold on to it.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
We start well.
There we go. No damage done. Everybody's eyes are intact.
All right, so far so good. I don't know after a few of those what's going to happen. But no. We keep cool and calm.
Yeah. Excellent.
Get
Excellent.
a cut. Let's see how it's.
Christina, thank you, and Yannis, for inviting us to your house.
Guys, it's amazing to have you. Can you beat the weather today? I mean, it's January 1st, 2022, and it's 82 degrees in Houston. We're having mimosas in the morning outside on the patio. Beautiful day, guys. Beautiful day.
But tomorrow it's going to dive down to almost freezing. So we're taking advantage.
Kidding? Okay.
I hope we don't lose our olive trees again or our plants. My goodness, comparing with last year.
Yeah, no.
But it is fun. It's wonderful, and it feels so great to be here.
So
Enjoy
Christina,
all
let me explain.
Hey, love your hat. Fantastic.
What hat?
What hat?
And mine too. Mine too. And the photographer, videographer also.
I didn't notice.
Tell me, talk to me about step by step because I'm an uninitiated grit person.
I can believe that.
Yeah, and I want to be initiated in the true tradition of Southern grits and bacon breakfast today. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Sure. So what we're going to do first is I'll get the bacon started because that takes the most time, and talk about a little bit about that as well. We'll go to the preparation of the grits, okay, on stovetop method, which is my traditional way, and then we'll go to the fried eggs. Will be done not traditional Southern way, but my
Greek
wife's
way?
Greek way, which they are by far the most delicious way of
That's
making.
how I grew up,
Yeah,
yes.
it's with olive oil in the pan. So, okay, so now there's typically 3 ways to do the bacon from my background. My way is, for today, I'm going to use the microwave, and I'll teach you about the steps that I go through. You could pan fry it on the stovetop. The thing with that is you get a lot of smells. You got to deal with the oil, the grease
Splattering and everything.
afterwards. Yeah, it makes a mess. Or you can get like on a cookie sheet, and I usually put down
Wax paper.
not wax paper, but
Silver foil.
paper down first, so it doesn't stick.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so parchment paper.
Parchment paper.
Yeah, and so it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
Right,
But
and
not
it's
everybody-
easier to clean up
Yeah,
afterwards.
Correct. So, but not everybody has an oven. So this methodology is great. If
You
know,
however you
Either or,
however you want to cook. If you got an outdoor oven, you can do bacon in an outdoor oven on the barbecue. You just need to cook it. I like to do it on the microwave, and I'll show you how I do that. First, I get
It turns crispy and not very oily. It is really delicious.
to take care, make sure the splatter doesn't go and absorb the oil, the grease again. I put down
good.
paper towel first.
Okay.
And then I'll have a second one to put on top, and that protects it from splatter.
Okay.
And you start with the bacon because it takes the longest to
Takes
cook.
the longest amount of time.
Right.
So 5 minutes is the longest. So the
I use 4 minutes and 4 minutes.
oh, it's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I take it out halfway.
And turn it.
Why? Because if you just cook it the whole time and you leave it on the paper towel, it's going to stick.
Oh, okay.
And I want to make sure also that I take it out and spread it again so it stays nice, presentable lengths. All right, it doesn't shrink up and collapse. And what I'm doing is I'm alternating.
And just consider, usually people want more than 2 pieces. So according to the number of people you have to think accordingly because 2 pieces is never enough. People go for 3rd and 4th piece.
Yeah, particularly the grandkids.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this fills it up. It's whatever size you have. Sometimes you have a bigger tray, and then I'm just going to put it in there.
Oh, so you're going to cover it.
Cover it so that the
okay.
splatter.
Okay.
It doesn't
Stays in the
splatter
fry.
up all over. Now I'm going to wash my hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
You know, there's so many ways to cook bacon because think the traditional way to fry it, but that's not it. So
Now this is not my kitchen. It's not my microwave.
Okay, let me help you with that. How
Yeah.
many minutes you want?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Cool. Oh, let me take care of my hat first. So just press 4 and there you go.
Okay, so it's not 400.
No.
On mine, I would have to do 400. I'm
Very
glad I
good.
asked.
Yeah.
See, every one of them is a
And then it
little
would have
different.
taken 400 minutes and you don't want
It
that.
would have been done.
Yeah. Okay, Ron and Iro, let's start the second phase of our Southern breakfast. Show me how you do the famous grits.
Yeah, this is the more complicated. I mean, grits are not complicated, but this is if it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong here.
Okay.
So let me just say we're going to add water. I'm not going to, me, I've been doing this for decades, so I don't really measure. And I'll show you, if you need to make a correction, how you make a correction on it.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's totally
So
important.
it's really,
In the meanwhile, sweetheart, why don't you just take a sip of your mimosa? That will make
no,
it.
I'm on a roll here now. So I'm going to add a little bit of water. Christina, do you have some salt?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
How can we live without the salt in the Indo-Greco house?
So here I'm adding, this is a 5-quart pan, which is a large amount of grits, but there's 4 of us.
And big kids.
And here is your salt, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm going to put in a splash of salt.
Just be careful with it because I have had like the entire content of this.
Alright.
Oh, go down.
Yeah, go down. But you're good. You're good.
That's
So
what
could you
use
turn
also.
on the front?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And then we'll, again, just to be safe, you know, once you become a parent, you realize the dangers of hot pots and stuff. So always push the handle back. I
learned
move
that
the
too.
glasses to the back. This is just natural. So what we're going to do is bring the water
To boil.
to a boil.
Shall I close the lid to help it?
Yeah, if you'd like, yes. And then I need a spoon.
Ooh, the bacon. Oh, we need to get the bacon, guys.
Okay, just let it set. Let it set. Just
Okay.
leave it right now, and then we'll do that once this thing gets started.
Okay. So then let me make it bigger. Okay.
Okay.
So we have to wait until it boils.
Wait till it boils.
Okay.
So maybe now's a good time to.
Like
For
with
your
rice,
drink,
like
right.
with,
Here.
with the
I was thinking the bacon, but I'm easily convinced.
Let me get my drink. Sorry.
Baba, this is magnificent.
Yamas, kupa.
California.
Yeah, yamas.
I think I'm gonna need a refill in a sec.
So let's do the bacon.
Oh, where is it? Yeah. I can give you some. Here. I think
I like to
very
use.
soon we need to do another batch.
All right.
Yes. Let me come over there
Yeah.
real quick.
Christina, I like to use 2 mitts because
Okay.
there's bacon grease on here. And you don't want anything going anywhere.
Okay.
And then I'll
Turn them around.
flip the bacon. I'm gonna. Everyone will give me another napkin, just a half one, just to put this on because it's wet. We don't want to make a mess.
Right.
So you can see this just helps it not to get so stuck.
It's a fantastic way to cook it,
I
you know.
think that's a great hack right there.
It's
I didn't know
amazing.
that.
It's wonderful
Yeah.
because it doesn't get splashy, doesn't get oily, that severe. Unless you want to use the oil, I mean the grease, the fat for something else.
Well, that's true. That's very,
but
very
we
true.
don't usually do because we're very.
If you want to
careful
keep
about
it later for some other recipes,
When I was younger, I used to, but not anymore. We never do.
And by the way, for someone like me who never grew up in the bacon culture, coming from India,
Right.
obviously, right?
No, use another one, Ron. Come on.
no, this is okay. I don't want to waste.
Okay.
Friendly to the trees, right? Friendly for the trees. Ron.
Absolutely. We recycle all the time.
Now that I know,
Four. There you go. Magic happens.
they're terrific.
Okay.
So let's check on the water.
Boiling yet? Not yet.
No,
Put it on fire. So
it's
we
on
can
high.
go.
Okay, so it's your turn now. So you're gonna teach me how to do a Greek style eggs. And
Absolutely.
I would really love to learn that because my husband is always complaining about the way I do eggs.
Well,
so
I must
just
admit-
teach me the right way.
Exactly. Well, I must admit, of all the years and all the egg styles I've tried, this is the one I really prefer. Of course, what do you expect? I grew up with it. So, let me share the information with you. Turn on the oven, not severely hot, and first and foremost, the olive oil. And I must admit, guys, I do have a problem with the olive oil. I always use more than I should, but it's always delicious. And you know, that's what my mother did, that's what my aunt did, that's what, a little bit more, that's what everybody did. So I cannot change. There's certain things in life.
Oh, I think you should.
You see, we had a little bit of an issue, and this is something we are just pointing out now because it could have been a disaster. And for you to know, I use this Galabier style with white sleeves, and you know what? It got dropped in the oil, and it could have gotten on fire. Imagine. And I'm so careful, but it happened. So we tied them now. So make sure you feel you wear comfortable and fitted clothes when you cook, so you don't have an accident. Okay, we prevented one now, thanks God. But anyhow, so let's continue our show with a Greek Kavala girl, raised and brought up girl, and how my mother and all my family, my aunts, my grandmother did. And as I was saying earlier, of all the styles of eggs that I've ever cooked or eaten, this is my best. So I cook the oil quite hot. You must also be very careful with that, okay? And I want to make it really, really hot because I want the white of the egg to spread around and develop the crust. I don't want to be a poached egg, or what's the other name of it?
Sunny side.
Or sunny side. Sunny side, but the Greek way, with a crust around it, okay? So let it cook a little bit longer, a little bit higher, I mean. Okay? I want to feel the heat, because when the egg goes inside, I want to hear the, you know, the noise. All right. So I think it'll be fine now. So I will, well, it's not hot enough yet, but it will be hot in a sec. You see all this? I want this to be crusty. Well, I will put 4 in this.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask you, how many eggs can you get in there the way you cook?
I'm going to put 4 eggs. That's plenty enough. Can I have a little paper, please, or a little cloth? Yeah. Thank you. You see? So it start bubbling now. I will definitely use my salt. This is something I cannot do without. Well,
we're not all Greeks.
I know you're not, but you know what?
No, Indians eat a lot of salt too, so I'm totally good
And
with
some
that.
pepper, of course. Now I can lower the heat.
Hey Ron, while that cooks, should I get the
And
I was just going to...
this
I'm
is
gonna get
very
started on
important, you see?
the grits next. And then we can get the bacon.
That's
It's not done-
how
it's not done
I
anywhere.
cook the top.
Oh, okay.
I don't like to turn it around.
You don't flip it.
I don't
and you
flip
don't
it.
close it?
No.
No,
That would steam
never.
the top.
That would steam the top.
Right.
Okay.
This is how. This is the hot oil. We'll cook it now because you know you're not supposed to eat uncooked eggs unless they're brought and raised in your own farm from your own chickens. This is something that can send you to paradise. How I'm cooking the yellow of the egg.
So you're basically getting the hot oil on top of the
Correct.
portion and cooking it through that process.
Exactly. So I don't turn them around. So they look pretty. People can still dip bread in it.
You're drenching.
I'm drenching, yes.
Oh, okay.
And you see it's developing the crust around, which will also be easy to separate to serve. But people can always, now dip the bread and eat it.
And looks yummy.
It is yummy.
Well,
very, very
this
yummy.
is a way also that I serve my eggs with my grits is I put the egg on top of the grits.
Ah, okay.
And while it's still a little bit wet, and stir it up. Then sprinkle the bacon on.
You see now how it will be easy with a spatula to remove it from here.
Shall I get you a plate?
Yeah. I think that's enough. That broke, the yellow broke, but of course, there's a few things that you cannot prevent, but it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See?
Oh, they're not sticking to the pan at all.
Hardly.
That's
hardly.
good. That's good.
Of course, it depends what kind of pan you use as well, right?
Yeah.
What I like to have this, and even crunchier yet. But you know, the old-fashioned way and the old-fashioned pans that we used to have in Greece, they were formulated, you know, without all these great materials.
Christina, you asked about
Yeah.
it's not sticking.
Yeah.
When I cook them, sometimes it sticks, and when you scrape that off, that is the treat.
Yeah, no.
That's what the kids want. Or that's
what I like.
The crusty egg
Yeah.
off the pan. You give that to whoever's been the best child.
Of course. You know, guys, this is delicious when you dip your egg in it, okay? I mean, your
the
bread.
oil in it.
Oh my God, it's delicious. And what it is, the best olive oil you can get. That's most important. That's what Greek cooking is all about. Olive oil. And we can provide you the best in due time. So, olive oil, get your fresh bread, home baked or baker baked, dip it. Ooh! You will want more and more. Bon appetit with those delicious eggs. They're so fantastic and good for you.
Okay, now we're ready to finish off the grits.
Okay.
And of course, it's been going. The water's
You can actually just pick it up. The pan doesn't get heated, by the way, FYI. Since you're new to my kitchen.
Yeah.
This, you know, you
Okay.
see? Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't going to take that chance. And,
Okay.
you hear what I sound like when I'm screaming. Okay, so the water's boiling. You can see it's boiling a little
Shall
bit.
I increase the heat?
You can increase it a little bit just to make sure it
Yeah, it's really hot.
boils after I put in the grits.
Okay.
Then we put it down to simmer.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So on, I just decided to keep stirring this.
And we should
Stop it from-
Now what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of butter
Vasilopita.
in here, and that keeps it from sticking also.
Okay.
We talked about outside the ghee, and sorry I forgot about that we might try the ghee.
But it's okay. I think this is fantastic.
Well, the butter's here, and that's where my mind went to.
Do you think that we can even put olive oil if needed?
You can do anything you want in there. You can put red beans and gravy.
Okay.
You can put, like I said, you can put shrimp.
How about some herbs like a parsley or some cilantro?
I can't say no.
Okay.
This is the
But
most
we can-
traditional
I
way.
think we can turn it off now.
Yeah, sure.
It's we got the thickness, and you see, this is a good thickness. Had it come out a bit dry, I would have just taken it over, put a little bit of water back in there, you know, thinned it out till you get what you want. I don't like lumpy because I'm going to put an egg on top of mine. I'm going to put some bacon in there. Certainly, we can add pepper. I wouldn't add any more salt because it's cooked in salt
already
water.
cooked. Yeah.
That's it, folks. I mean, this is it. But this is where people struggle eating and accepting grits, is because it's cooked.
Looks wonderful to me. Can't wait to taste.
I think we're ready.
Awesome.
All the stoves off.
We're gonna eat outside.
I think that would be fantastic.
Awesome.
It's
Let's
that day.
go.
Huh?
Let's
Okay,
go.
let's set up the
Let's
table.
go, guys.
Let's set the table.
Okay.
These really turned
Tablecloth.
out.
So, this is a beautiful looking cake. What is this about?
Well, like all cultures have their own ways to celebrate the special holidays. We in Greece, for the New Year's, we do what's called Vasilopita. This is a special cake that symbolizes that where we bake it, we insert a coin inside it. You can have a penny, you can have a drachma, you can have a
Do I have a
real.
gold coin in?
Of course you can. Well, I don't have a gold coin in it, but you can do it.
It's in the
Sorry, I cheapened up today. So whoever wins this coin is the lucky person of the year.
Okay.
So we will cut it. The first one goes to Christ, to God, Virgin Mary, as we usually Greek Orthodox we are. Then it goes to the house, and then it goes to each and every person attending. And of course, it can go to people who are not attending. So whoever gets a coin, gets a telephone call, gets a video, and says, "You're the lucky one." This symbolizes the good luck that comes to each and every one of us in the house through the new year. And most important, in the new year, what do? We say calendar. We have special songs for Christmas, for New Year's, and for Epiphany. And ours is Αρχιμηνιάτα η χρόνια, στη μου δέντρο λιβάνια, κι Κι αρχή καλός μας χρόνος, εκκλησιά, εκκλησιά μετά γιορτόρος. Ο Θεός μαζί μας, God is with us. This is called, I did it in Greek, this is καλή χρονιά. Κάπα αλφα λάμδα ήτα, χι ρο ομικρον μη γιώτα αλφα. Καλή χρονιά.
That's a lot of nuts.
Happy New Year. It's my way, everybody can do it their way, but have a happy New Year to all of you.
That's
Thank
what.
you. Thank
Yes.
you. So,
Let's cut it.
yeah. Should I cut it?
Absolutely, you cut it.
Okay.
So the first
The
goes.
coin is inside. The
Okay.
first one goes to God, to Christ, to Mary.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You need to make
Open
to see
it
how
up.
many.
Take it out. Let's see.
So wait. We have to know how many pieces we will cut.
Yeah, let's cut
Right.
small pieces. Let's see. So we take it out. Oops. And see. Nothing yet. Well, we continue. Okay? Make it small pieces. Then it goes to the house
So put it right
of
here. Put it
Christina
right here.
and Yanis.
Thank you.
Yes. This is for God, Christ and Mary. This is to the house of Christina and Yanni. Let's see if the coin is here.
No.
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 So this is.
This is for the house of Ron and Iro.
This is for.
Zero.
You see? You see? In the house of Ron and Iro in Sugar Creek and Iron Hill Villa. All right.
That
No,
was.
actually, not totally.
That
second-
is the
What?
most.
Unbelievable.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations.
What a coincidence.
Ron,
Ron.
Mama, give me five. There you go.
That's another video.
Bravo.
So that's it.
That
You see
was-
the coin? Wrapped and safe, so you don't feel the. That's it. And well, I wrapped it in aluminum paper and I baked it. Whatever you want to put in it. If you want to put gold coin, by all means.
The gold
Yes.
is
Just
the
not
house itself.
chocolate. Not chocolate.
Okay.
God bless us. That's fantastic. Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Happy
New Year.
Bravo, bravo, καλή χρονιά.
Καλή χρονιά. Actually, it's half and half.
Έλα.
Whatever we
Okay. Oops.
Γεια σου. Καλή
Yes,
χρονιά.
that was good.
Ήτανε amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
Okay, let's sit down.
Are we ready to start serving?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Ron,
actually,
I did not expect that.
we should actually also do some. Okay. This is mine.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, God bless us. This is the gift of God. Thank you so much. Yanni, Christina, we are lucky to have each other.
Yes.
Yep.
And you know what? I really want to thank the God and universe and whatever that you want to call it for giving us the health and the happiness.
Most important.
And when the world is going through so much trauma, we're lucky to
This
have
pandemic.
friendship. And we're lucky to have health, and we're lucky to be together. Thank
And
you so
maintain.
much for
We
visiting
thank
us.
you. We thank you for an friendship. It's to be maintained with effort.
Yeah.
You know, feelings come and go, but friendship, true friendship
Yep, stays
Let
forever.
me share this with you. It just came to my mind. The tides of fortune rise and fall. True friendships carry on through all. Although we may change from year to year, true friendship remain forever dear.
Bravo.
Μπράβο, μπράβο.
That's what friendships are to me. Dear.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Μπράβο.
Bravo.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
Καλή όρεξη.
Kalyorek.
Καλή όρεξη.
I think we need to also eat a little bit.
Absolutely.
I can
And then
wait.
we'll
Can you
say-
serve the-
with
Can you serve the eggs as well? Show us how to serve the grits.
Yeah. Grits is done, and then I
You
put
can
it
put
on.
it, okay, you put it here for me the way you like it, Ron. Put it here. Ron likes to put it
I
on
like
top.
it this way.
And then he crunches it with
Mix it up in the egg, in the grits.
yes. I like to eat it separate, but that's how Ron likes to eat it. And then you put a little bit of bacon on the top. Okay, here you go. But you can also put the grease, and I'll do for Ron. Oh, you did it. Okay, I'll prepare Yanni on the side so
No, put it
people
all
can
together.
choose.
Yeah.
And,
So I'll skip the bacon.
Okay.
And because Yanis is polyphagous and he wants 3 eggs, I'll start him with 2 on the side. And put the bacon. Yeah,
Where-
on the
where?
grits, on the grits.
And can I have some fruits too, please?
There you
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
Perfect. You can also have it like this. Yeah.
And some fruits.
Beautiful platter of fresh
Yes.
fruta.
Fruta.
By Christina Kibeki Remediakis.
Okay. I love the bananas.
Oh yeah.
I cannot believe the corn fell into our house. No. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, that's almond, isn't it?
That's a very big almond for you
Yeah.
both, and I'm so glad.
Yeah. This is truly a big
Okay, so I'm gonna put it here. Awesome.
Bon appetit, everybody.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
And cheers to health, wealth, and happiness.
Amen.
Welcome
Janet.
2022.
Amen. Amen. Amen.